Holy shit. Don't you guys worry. Your daddy's back. All right. I'm sorry I've been gone. All right. I've been busy. I've had a few appointments I've had to attend to, and then I tried recording a podcast with Jonah. You know, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna put my feet up. I'm not starting this podcast over. I didn't like how the last podcast was going. I was like 30 minutes into it, and I was like, you know what? I don't like how dry I have been. So, come on. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna sit back in this chair. Fucking feel like I'm Stephen Hawking right now. You guys should see the way I'm sitting. But I've been busy as fuck, so I apologize for the lack of podcasting. I lost like a sub or two, but you know what? It is what it is. They come and go like these bitches on the street dressed like GTA 5 hookers. Other than that, welcome back to my NoFilter Podcast, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday evening. I wasn't going to say this. I'm going to bring the mic in close. I wasn't going to say this because I was so convincing my last podcast that I almost got in my truck and almost did it myself. But what I'm about to tell you is all jokes, okay? But, hey, you're probably listening to this right now as you're driving to work. It's a Wednesday morning. You just got into a fight with your fiance because the dog pissed on the carpet for the 5th time. And the neighbors upstairs are being loud and there's nothing you can do about it because the landlord says that they're within the regulation and they turn the music off by 10 p.m. You know, and you're driving to work. You're going fucking 90 in a 55. You know you shouldn't be. Blasting heavy metal, and you know, I know a way that you yourself can get out of that situation. You can pull your seat forward, so slide your seat all the way forward. And I know they're electric nowadays, so you know you could be fucking lazy and do shit like this. Pull your seat all the way forward, leave no room, so when the airbag deploys, it blows out your chest. And quickly cut the wheel to the right into the ditch. That way, you get tendinitis. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna suck. You're gonna spend your Wednesday in an ambulance, and they're gonna take your arm and a leg for a payment, and possibly your liver. But guess what? You get a Wednesday off, my guy. It doesn't even have to be the weekend for you to fucking not be at work. And see, that's what kind of got me, because I've really been telling myself, I'm like, I need to take some PTO. I really do. And then I'm like, I'm going to go home early today. And I never do. Like today, I was like, shit. Okay, actually, I'm gonna talk about my day at work before I continue doing any other fucking... That whole drive your car in a ditch thing, if you actually do it, you're retarded. And I do not... It's all jokes. So if you actually do it, then this podcast is proof. And the lawyer's going to laugh at your bitch ass as you have one arm and one leg. And you fucking jump around like Joe Dirt. I was at work today, dude, and I was kind of upset with how my day was going. You know, I got there, had some coffee, and then fucking got right to work, right? I look up the clock, it's 5:30. I'm like, holy shit, where'd the last 30 minutes go? And I'm working on these parts, and my boss comes up to me. He goes, hey, man, he goes, these parts you packed, he goes, there's a miscalculation on how many parts are in the box. We just need you to go back there, see what's up. And I set the number too soon. So like if this box of parts, you could fit 30 in them, I somehow fit 34, for example, and the box said 30. So the math just didn't make sense. The math wasn't mathing. And because of that, my boss comes up to me and he goes, all right, just go ahead and band this up. And yeah, I'm like, cool. Look up at the clock. It's 6:58. I'm like, holy shit, where'd the past hour go, right? I'm like, today's flying by. It's going to be a good fucking Tuesday, I thought. So, next thing you know, he comes up to me 5 minutes later, 7:03. He goes, these boxes that you packed, these are going to the customer. You can't ship out the box like this. These boxes look bad. I'm like, bruh, these boxes have been here for 2 fucking weeks. And you're now telling me this? Like, what the fuck? So I was really upset. Not with him, but with myself, because I packed these parts 2 weeks ago, and no one told me anything. And this wasn't like I packed it all in one day. This was a whole week's worth of me packing these parts. And so I had to like take these parts from a box that wasn't that bad looking to a better looking box, because it's for a customer. It's like, it's a fucking box. I don't think they're going to care. As long as it transports the parts safely from one building to another and makes it to their machine from the box to the handler, I don't think they're going to give a fuck. I don't think they're gonna give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. The part's gonna make it there. Like, okay, what if? Just throwing it out there. I understand it's their policy. Okay, they want to make sure that we please our customers because of what we do. I get it. But number one, I'm not a packer. Okay, I don't pack parts. That's not my occupation. Wait, is that for like doctors? I don't know. I'm dyslexic. And I'll get back to that. Did I talk about my vision test on this podcast? I don't know. I restarted it. So if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. But I don't pack. I don't grind. I don't have the skill to sit there and just do one thing. That's why my old boss said, hey, you're going to be doing this instead because I think this will benefit you. And that man I will forever be thankful for because he taught me a lot of shit. So is this mic facing me? I hope I'm not being too loud into this one. So, I spent all day just like, it wasn't even that many parts. I think it was only like 1,000 parts that I had to move from one box to another. And yeah, like it's multiple boxes. I think it's like only 64 parts a box, but it was the fact that I just did not want to do it. So I spent all day just milking this out. Felt like a total asshole. And I was like, all right, I can't go home. I can't take PTO if I don't think I did a good enough job. So I stayed the whole day. Slept like a motherfucking baby on third break for like 20 minutes. And, there's something about getting paid for sleeping on your third break. Yeah, it's only 30 minutes, or 30, that's your lunch. It's only 15 minutes long for your first and third break. But that ain't too fucking bad if you ask me. I mean, shit, yesterday, I watched the solar eclipse. Was the first time I actually got to use the solar eclipse glasses. That was fucking pretty badass. I never was really into that kind of stuff, but then I was like, you know what? I think this year I'm actually going to like watch it because where I was supposed to be in Illinois, it was supposed to be like a total like blackout, right? Kind of like how you were last Sunday at the party and you threw up all over my car, but I didn't say anything because I understood you were drunk and things happen. Talk about you, Stacy, you fucking slut.
This is the perfect song. Okay, cheers. Cheers, what are we doing? Cheers. I'm biting it.
Jesus Christ, that girl is just too easy. Too easy. I'll get back to that. What was I talking about? The solar eclipse. Oh, so my buddy, he at work, he's like, hey, I got solar eclipse glasses. My girlfriend dropped them off. He's like, you want to see what this shit looks like? And I'm thinking, well, I'm scared to use solar eclipse glasses because I don't want to go fucking... Sorry, Braden texted me. I don't want to go blind. He's like, bro, just press them against your eyes, and you're going to be all right. I said, okay, cool. So I press them against my eyes. I look up. Dude, one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I think I was more impressed with how when you put the solar eclipse glasses on, you can't see shit. It's like trying to look for a black guy in a dark room. But once you look up, you fucking see the sun, and I think that shit's pretty badass. And I thought I was going to go blind. I was kind of paranoid. But then I walk into the back, and people are using welding masks to look up at the sun. I was like, bro. He's like, hey, you want to look? I'm like, nah, I'm good. And he's like, my eyesight's a little fuzzy. I'm like, I wonder why. And he's like, I think I'm going to go just get my shit checked just in case. I wonder what the statistic is of people who end up needing glasses or needing eye repair to a certain extent after events like this. Because, I mean, looking up at the sun is not... Okay, how do I put this? Because sometimes on a sunrise, I could look at the sun and be like, damn, that's really pretty. But then I'm like, wait a second, I just looked at the sun. So does that mean I'm already blind? Or does that mean the sun's not bright enough? And if the sun's not bright enough, it means the sun's not producing enough gas, right? If it's not producing enough gas, it means it's not as hot as it used to be. And the sun rays it takes about 8 minutes for a sun's rays or heat to hit the earth. So what does that mean for me? It's kind of like asking, when you buy a car and it holds a 30-gallon tank like my truck, do you lose miles per gallon when you fill the truck up all the way? Because if you think about it, the truck weighs more than it does on an empty tank, so you're getting less miles per gallon because the truck has to haul more, versus if you were to fill it up only to a quarter and you get more miles per gallon because it's not hauling as much. I'm curious to see what the inside of a fucking gas tank looks like now, because I'm imagining what it looks like. And you ever try to like just hold a full glass of water and walk forward. That shit's gonna rock back and forth like you're in the middle of the ocean. You're spilled all over the fucking place, dude. I wonder how much sloshing around the fucking gas tank's doing. It's probably doing a lot. But anyway, is that shit counted for? Like when you're like, it's like, oh, you push 300 horsepower with this car. Unless it's a full tank of gas and you only push 296 because you have more weight in the vehicle and you lose miles per gallon. I feel like this should be a common sense question, but now I'm slightly curious. But no. I want to know how many people actually need to go get eye repair after a solar eclipse of some kind. I think that shit's kind of fucking cool, I guess. I kind of lost where I was going with that topic. I just started thinking about like Miley Cyrus and her tits compared to Taylor Swift. I recently just saw like a photo of Taylor Swift's husband yelling at his coach. I don't know how old that is, and I just gotta say, like, it's kind of like not fair. You know, you're getting this guy who's in his prime, probably on the roids, yelling at this old fucking fat guy who likes McDonald's cheeseburgers, and I don't know, the fact that Taylor Swift puts up with that, I don't know, bro. This guy's gonna, hold up. Hold up. Who's Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
According to etonline.com, why Taylor Swift is so in love with boyfriend Travis Kelce, source.
Sorry, Travis Kelce. You got a fucking breakup song coming about you next in the next 3 years. Fucking dumbass bitch. Hope you like being sung at a concert. Oh, God. I think like Taylor Swift is straight up red flags all around. Like her music, like We Are Never Getting Back Together, Love Story, I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In. What's another good one? Hang on. What's Taylor Swift songs? Let's look up Taylor Swift songs. Taylor Swift. Older music. Older songs. There we go. Teardrops on my guitar. Fucking. Alright, so I'm gonna relist all the fucking songs. You Belong With Me. Wow. Bad Blood was okay. Tim McGraw, White Horse. What the fuck is that? I Knew You Were Trouble. Love Story. That was good. Our Song. What the fuck is that? Can I play? What's Our Song? Let's look that up. I don't think I feel like I've seen this, or not seen it, but heard it. Let's see. I'm not sponsored by this ad. I'm not sponsored by Allstate. I just switched off Allstate, by the way. I got into an argument with the guy in Allstate, but it's okay. Oh, yeah. Our Song, Cyber Screen Doors. Fucking Blank Space was trash. That's a good song. I'm totally listening to that later. Pictures to Burn. Bro, she's probably got fucking albums to burn. How did this person find my Snapchat? Holy shit. This person added me and she has a 2,413,000 snap score. God damn. What's Snapper? Let's add on to the issue. I fucking love when people have high snap scores. I'm going to say hello. Do I want to add this person back? I really don't know. Jesus Christ. And tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Let's see what Braden sent me.
Dog, you look like Drake in this fucking picture.
I look like Drake, huh? Means I got a fat fucking cock. I'm on a podcast, by the way. Braden, say hello.
I look like...
Sorry, everybody. I got distracted. Wholly got distracted. My bad. Oh, but yeah, how you guys doing? God, dude, I got totally distracted. I was thinking, you know what? I'm really curious about the whole car thing, and I wonder if that's, like, actually fucking... If that's a real thing, if they really accounted for that when they made the vehicle. Like, hey, guys, this car is going to get 30 miles per gallon on a full tank? Oh, fuck. You know someone out there forgot to, like, do pi minus squared rectangle geometry zebra cakes. Fucking, I don't know what else to add into this equation, but you kind of get the idea. I want to go to the zoo, dude. I want to laugh at the animals that are stuck in a cage and I'm not. Like, I wonder, like, if this is the power that white people had back in the day. Holy shit, I should not be saying that. Oh, Brandon replied back already.
No. You look like Drake because of the filter. Doesn't mean you are fucking Drake. You just had a similar resemblance. Yet small, fucking average size, below average size penis, motherfucker.
Fuck you too, Braden. Fuck you too, if you're listening to this podcast. This girl with the fucking 2,413,000 snap score has not snapped me back, and I really don't know how I feel about it. So today, me and Braden, this lady, by the way, she has said that the movers didn't want to move this dresser upstairs. I'm drinking a Coke at 9:06 p.m. on a fucking Tuesday. Aren't I a fucking dude? I'm badass. It's fucking vanilla. Vanilla Coke is literally so good. Anyway, so today this lady posts on Facebook and she goes, I have this big ass dresser, takes a picture of it, but takes a picture of the back so you don't know how many fucking drawers are on this bitch. And she goes, I need help getting it upstairs. I'm willing to pay anybody who can get it up there. And I hit her up. I said, lady, I can help you get this thing up there. And in the post, it just said the movers were not willing to move it up there, thinking, it's probably just a heavy fucking piece of furniture. Because, back then, they didn't know how to, like, shave down wood. So they're just taking, like, literal tree logs and making them into fucking dressers, right? So she goes, okay, cool. I hit her up. We go after I get out of the bank. And we get there. This dresser is fucking huge. It's got to be as wide as my hips. But so, pretty fucking wide, I guess. Wide as my hips and up to my neck in height. That's fucking crazy. Nowhere to grab onto this thing, except for, like, the straight bottom. And she goes, yeah, we want this upstairs. I said, okay, whatever. I've picked up some heavy, big shit before. So this was not normally, like, this didn't intimidate me any. Like, whatever. I was excited. I was going to take off my fucking shirt. Fucking veins popping out of my chest. I had a tank top on. But too bad she was lesbian. Trust me, no dude has no woman has that flat of an ass and that big of shoulders and not a lesbian. You can't attract a man because you could see your tailbone through your leggings, you dirty whore. So she shows me and Braden this fucking staircase. And, oh my God, dude, the first thing that went through my mind, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, can you show us upstairs? She goes, yeah. And I hate when people build these fucking houses that are awesome. Like, build these rooms that are massive, skylights, fucking, like, places like, windows that you could sit in, like cats do, and she shows me this room, massive, upstairs. Everything else about this house was huge, except for the goddamn stairs. It's like the people who made the house, they're like, how do we let people enjoy this house but hate coming up to the second level with anything ever? I promise you, I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, Bray, we're going to try this, right? And we tried getting it up there, and you know what? After 10 minutes of trying, more like 5 or 7 minutes of actually, like, holding onto this piece of furniture, I put it down. I said, excuse me, ma'am. Like, I'm sorry, but I cannot get this upstairs without physically harming either the dresser or your walls or your railing. Because it was one of those fucking staircases where if it was just a narrow staircase, yeah, it would be tight, but you could, like, go straight up and it'd be fine. But this was, like, up 3 steps and sharp corner to the point where the steps weren't even steps anymore. They were literally like slivers of cheese, like, as steps. Like, I mean, like, this is such a hazard for someone her age to be rocking these kind of stairs. So, hang on. Sorry, I was replying back to a text. Anyway, no, so it fucking... It was just like slivers of cheese of the stairs, right? And to the point where it's like, dude, this is a hazard for you. You're like 55 years old. Like, aren't you worried about falling down the stairs? I'm 22, and I fall down a normal flight of stairs. Let alone fucking a sliver of a step. So we're holding on to this thing and we're scraping the wall, and I tell her, I'm like, look, we can't do this. And she goes, okay. She goes, what if I remove the railing? I was like, that's not a bad idea, but that requires a professional. I am not a professional. I'm here to move your furniture, and that's it. And I was like, how about we get a pulley system? She goes, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I was like, bitch, shut your. I was like, I'm just kidding. Like the amount of more effort that would take than just to go out and buy a new dresser would be immaculate. Like, you would have to get heavy duty bolts. You'd have to find some pretty big guys. The railing has to be able to hold this 150-pound dresser, maybe. And yeah, dude, she was just, I felt bad, but she still ended up paying us. I was like, damn. I was like, you don't have to pay us. And she goes, no, for your troubles. And to be honest, I was like, damn, you know what? She owns 3 cars, a house by herself. You know, she might as well pay us. And, you know, she's like, hey, when you're on your way here, let me know so I can let my dogs out so they don't bother you. Thinking, these are fucking pitties or Rottweilers or a dog that can literally rip my leg off. But no, I got there and it was like a Chihuahua and like the little fuzzy lion dogs that are like the size of a football. Like, if you were to go to Portillo's and get the fucking the meaty dog, is that what they call it? It's like the 12-inch hot dog. Which, by the way, I don't know if anybody needs to tell you this, but you do not need a fucking 12-inch hot dog. Not only is it gay to kind of eat hot dogs, but I still eat them because I make it not gay. I lick the cheese up. I start at the bottom all the way to the tip. I lick the cheese. All right, I make it not gay by being gay. It's called being comfortable with your sexuality. Wait a second. I'm not gay. That's what I'm trying to say. I like to eat ass. Well, I guess guys also have ass. No, I like to eat hairless female by birth ass. Okay, that's I'm just gonna stop right there. But anyway, you don't need a fucking 12-inch hot dog from Portillo's. Anybody who doesn't know what a Portillo's is, how you say in Spanish? Portillo's? Can I get Portillo's? Portillo's? I don't know. Portillo's is kind of like your hot dog shop in your town, but better. Portillo's is literally the best thing that's ever happened to America. And they're like, we want to expand. It's like, no, bro, keep this for the Midwest. This is all we got besides fucking bipolar weather. How the fuck was it 20 degrees last week and snowing, and now it's going to be 80 this Sunday? Isn't that crazy? I mean, kind of, but kind of not. I mean, I've seen snow in May before, way back when I was a kid. You know, it kind of actually just reminded me for some reason that when I was a kid, I used to take, like, piles of dirt, and, like, I would like, get a shovel, and I would just fill in the cracks in the road thinking I was doing something. And I would come back after it would, like, rain and be like, where the fuck did all my hard work go? These motherfuckers out here ruining my shit. The government just wants more money. That's what they want, those fucking construction workers. They just want to tear up this road and make me have to walk 3 fucking blocks in the wintertime to replace the sidewalk. Which, by the way, I just started seeing more of that, where construction companies nowadays, like, they're out there in the wintertime, like, damn, they're, like, paving roads and shit. I thought that was only a summertime thing. I thought you had to sweat your ass off in Satan's asshole in order to, like, make that stuff work. So I'm talking to one of my friends, and she's at the gym, and she's telling me how hot it is in there, and I'm like, I was in there earlier, and it fucking straight up smelled like onions. It smelled so bad, I thought of just fucking leaving. I thought about it today. I was like, dude, am I getting too old to weightlift? I think I hit my peak. I really did. I hit my peak, and I'm not really happy about it. I peaked, I want to say, a little under a year. I want to say back in last August is when I was at my biggest and best looking. And I hate myself for it, to be honest. There's just something about it. Like, I can lift heavier shit for sure, but the pumps just aren't as good anymore. And I ask myself, I'm like, am I just getting too old to do this, like, mentally? And I know it's like all a mental state thing. And here we're getting a little bit motivated today, okay? Stop beating your dick and get up. Okay? You're tired because you're beating your dick too much. Let the testosterone build. Let your cock throb, goddammit. Jesus Christ. You don't need to jerk off all the time. That's probably what's making you tired. Probably what's throwing you off. I don't think I'm coming enough, to be honest, because, like, my balls ache all the fucking time, dude. I'll be at work and I'll feel like I'm dragging a dumbbell between my fucking legs. Just a kettlebell tied to my waist. Oh, I gotta sit up, dude. I'm getting fucking tired doing this podcast. This podcast won't be long. It'll be like 40 minutes. Oh, but no, fucking my friend's like, yeah, I beat my dick for like the 4th time today. And I was like, dude, that is extremely unhealthy, I'm pretty sure. Let's look it up. What is an unhealthy amount of masturbation?
According to manual, can you masturbate too often? Masturbation should be an enjoyable experience, and there are no limits to the frequency with which you can do it healthily. Despite the many myths surrounding masturbation, pleasuring yourself, in itself, has no adverse effects on your body.
That is extreme bullshit. I've literally, like, nutted, and I was like, I can't go to the gym. I got nothing left in me. I've nutted, and I've regretted. And then, you know, I think, like, one of my biggest things that, like, where do people even, like, masturbate nowadays? I don't do it in my bed. And I don't like coming in the shower because then, like, it sticks in my hand like spider webs. For my male audience, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, fucking male audience. By the way, who the fuck is listening to this in India? Wait, what are you guys doing? Listen to this while you dig holes or something? Like, I'm not saying that in, like, a racial aspect. I'm saying, like, what's that one channel where people are like, I built a house 7 feet underwater with an in-ground pool? Those guys, like, you stumble across them at, like, 3 a.m. God, what is I'm looking them up. They're, like, fucking billionaires, dude. Two Indian guys building pool. I didn't have to finish the sentence. Jungle survival. 6.25 million subs. Yeah, dude. Like, these videos get, like, oh my god, this one has 9 months ago $143 million. You do, like, what are they doing to this environment? Like, they're just building these fucking houses, and what happens next? Like, a family of, like, raccoons find themselves in there, and then it's not maintained, so it collapses in on them, and they die. Like, they're building, like, straight up, like, mud houses, but, like, I want to know, like, oh, like this one right here. This one has 400 million views. How does this one have build creative water slide park to underground swimming pool? Don't get me wrong. The work that they do is fantastic. I think it's cool, but, like, there's no way they're doing all this with just their hands, right? Like, I'm not crazy. This one right here is 1 billion views. 100 days building a modern underground hut with grass roof. How is this 100 days worth? They're mapping out the design like they don't have a guy with a tablet in the background eating a fucking Snickers. Fucking Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, what are they doing with all this extra shit that they're not using? And then, wow. Dude, there's no way they dug all this out. I'll link the video. I'll send it to Braden so I remember. Copy link. I'll link the video when I post it. Dude, they gotta be using, like, an escalator or something. Hang on, I'm trying to. Yeah, dude, they're getting, like, they're averaging, like, 100 million views a video at that point. Let's see if I can find more about them. Please help us get to 10 million subscribers. Wait, is that 100,000? Yeah, 10 million. Sorry, guys. I don't think you guys are gonna get there. They have a sticker for sale that says Jungle Survival. Not sponsored. Not everything I'm saying right now is not sponsored. I'm literally just browsing right now. Sorry. I'm off track. Try to see how many views they average. Here, let's look at. How many views has Jungle Survival gotten total? How you survive in the jungle? Live. Fucking idiot. Has anyone left the jungle? Jesus Christ. Trying to find. There we go. Wait, what's... Okay, it doesn't really tell me, but they're averaging about 10 million views a video. Let's just say that. And they have 361 videos. Number one, that's really fucking impressive. Holy shit. They're at 6,310,100,000 views. I don't know if that's how you exactly say it, but that's close enough for me. So I'm texting my friend Cheveria, one of these guys I met at my school, and he was teaching me how to gritty at 2 a.m. in the bathroom. On shift. No one was at the front desk. We were just in the bathroom trying to gritty. And he's like, bro, you gotta like just kick your feet out from underneath you and just fucking let it break free. You gotta get loose. And then we were doing like, you guys know that song by Ooh, She's a Devil by Doja Cat? Is that her name? Doesn't she like sell her soul or something? I know like people say like her time, like I guess celebrities sell their soul for like a certain amount of years and that's why they end up dying. I don't really know the whole thing, but it's like a TikTok thing, isn't it? I mean, TikTok has to be shutting down here soon, doesn't it? Is TikTok banned yet? Hang on. Let's look that up as well. Has TikTok been banned yet?
According to Wikipedia, efforts in 2020...
That's in 2020. No one gives a fuck about that anymore. It's 2024. Yes, I was talking to this one girl, and she's like, "Are you an ass or a boob guy?" Some girl I've never met before on my Snapchat. Some black lady. I was like, I'm an ass and hip guy. And she goes, "Oh." She goes, "Well, I got boobs but no hips, if that's okay." I said, "I literally just gave you my opinion, and for you to be like, if that's okay, is fucking crazy to me." I'm like, how do you be like, I don't have this, and it's not what you want, but I hope that's all right. That's like me going to a restaurant for a certain type of dish, but they're like, we have this instead. I hope that's okay. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't know. She ended up removing me off Snapchat anyway, blocked me, and I was like, quote unquote, following her for like 25 minutes. And I saw a post on her story saying, "Bitches ain't shit." And I was like, well, neither are your hips, so go fuck yourself. And I guess like my question is, how come people always go ass or tits or hips? How come no one ever asks about pussy? Like, look, personality aspect, like I love your smile, your eyes, your ears, I guess, I don't know. Maybe your toes if I had a foot fetish, but I don't, so that's not really my thing. But if we're getting into the sexual aspect of things, I would be straight up with you. I want to know what your shit looks like. I want to know what the pussy looks like in natural lighting. No fucking filter. No ring light, nothing. I want you to go outside in the sun. I want you to prop your shit open, and I want to fully examine your fucking vagina before I get in there. And here's my reason why, okay? I don't remember how I ended up having sex with the other women I've had sex with. I think it's because I trusted them enough to do so, of course. Look, I'm not a one-night stand kind of guy, all right? I like to stay back. I like to cuddle. I like to lay down. And to be honest, after sex, all right, after sex, I'm tired. I like the comfortability of the bed I just fucking made sex with. And if you're out of your goddamn mind if you think you're coming over to my house and sleeping on my clean sheets. I'll go to Walmart and I'll buy sheets and I'll come to your house. If we fucking, you're not coming to my house. Number one, I don't need you knowing where I live because I won't stalk you, but I know you'll stalk me. And then on top of that, at least if I bring clean sheets, I know it's clean. And on top of that, like, if it's bad, I could just leave. You ever slide into some pussy and you go, yeah, this isn't really the thing for me. There's a girl named Brooke I was talking to fucking years ago. I don't know if I ever talked about this on the podcast, but I've had so many podcasts by myself, I probably repeated myself quite a few times. But this girl named Brooke, I was jerking off underneath a pool table. I was kidding. I don't think I've ever owned a pool table. My dad did, but that was out in the open. Like, there was nowhere to do it. But I remember I was jerking off this girl's titties, right? And they were all right. They were mid. It was enough to get the job done, but once you nut, it's like, oh, I kind of hate my life now, right? Like, it's one of those kind of nuts. But then she's like, you want to see what this pussy looks like? And I was like, yeah, I want to see what this pussy looks like. Sends me a picture, and like, I'm assuming natural lighting, balls to her. Literally, it was a transgender. I was playing. It was straight up, though. Honestly, it was the worst looking pussy I've ever seen. It literally looked like a blown out tire on the highway. That's how bad it was. Like, it was a weird pinkish color. Like, you know, like when you cook pork weirdly in a certain pan with like oil, and it gets like that weird oily look film on it. Like, that's what that looked like. And then, like, one of the beef curtains that was hanging out was like, the tip of it was like brown, like a moldy looking brown. I was like, bruh. Like, you know, like how moss grows on a rock? Imagine that, but like on a fucking like a beef curtain, I guess. Whew, God, I don't, and like, I knew, I should have known that her pussy was not gonna be good looking, because, and this was like years ago, of course. So if she's listening to this now, your pussy probably stank, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Your shit looked like it got like a fucking warning sign on it. It looked like you'd be wearing Pampers and shit. I should have known, though. Bitches with gaps in their teeth normally don't have good pussy. Like, I've never fucked a bitch with a gap in her teeth. I'm scared I'll fucking credit card my tongue and lose it. And, yeah, it's scary, bro. That is scary. What does this person just send me? Oh, this person with the 2.4 million fucking snap score snap back. I'm just gonna send a picture of my microphone. How are you? At this point, I should stay on the podcast just to see where this goes. Like, damn. God damn. Sorry. Whew. Alright. So I got distracted. What was I talking about? Oh, fucking girls with gaps in their teeth and fucking, you know, I'm kind of like catching on to like a theme here. It's like, it's kind of like before I used to not want to be with a fat bitch. And so my loophole around that was not asking how much they weigh or what their pant size was. I'd be like, how big of a mirror do you use? How far back do you stand when taking a full body photo? If you're fucking like standing, like if your mirror's on one end of the room and you're on the other, maybe I'm not going to meet up with you. But maybe if you're 2 feet from the mirror, it's like, all right. Like Claudia, all right? She's a weightlifter, so she's got a little bit of a wider back. That's hot, all right? She worked for that in a good way, versus fucking like Stephanie over here, who fucking ate Big Macs 3 times a day for 9 years straight, and our fupa is the fucking size of a child, so when she buys a plane ticket, she needs to buy 2 tickets instead of 1, you fat slut. So, yeah, man, I'm catching on to a rhythm here. I just think that if they got gaps in their teeth, or like their like this one time, this bitch, she had gaps in her teeth and she sent me a titty pic, and it wasn't even a titty pic. Her tits were so saggy that when she took the photo, they fell between her armpits. She's like, I bet you want to come on these titties. I'm like, there ain't no tits. And she goes, yeah, they are. They just fell between my arms. That's not cool. That's gross, bitch. Goddamn. So she's like, well, in order for me to take a full nude, I have to stand up. And looking back, dude, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 14 years old. I'm just trying to see some tits. I'm like, stand up. Just squeeze them together or something. Oh, God, I wish I had a picture of that, dude. I wish I still did, because all you could see was her sternum, because her tits were between her armpits. Oh, God. I think I'm going to end the podcast there, guys. I mean, I came with topics, and then I kind of really got distracted. I don't even know what the fuck I talked about for the last 40 minutes. 45 minutes. 40 minutes. I'm looking at the clock right now. 40 minutes now. And yeah, I'm sorry I've been really quiet. I promise it was not intentional. Just with me having my PHA and then fucking work and shit. I'm scratching on the side of my dick right now, dude. Like I have my dick like taut. So like it's like I'm scratching where the hair is at. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear that? I hope you guys do. I hope it picks it up. Dude, fucking scratching my dick like the violin chord. Anyway, I did not mean to be so quiet for so long. It's just that life kind of got a little bit busy, and trust me, like I think about doing a podcast every day, but then with a lot of shit that's been going on in my life, it's very hard to kind of keep up with everything. And podcasting, unfortunately, is one of those things where it's like, hey, if I had to get rid of something right now, what would it be? It would be podcasting. But only because the gym is a bigger part of my life than podcasting is, and obviously work's a bigger part than the gym. And my other job that I'm trying to get into is way bigger than anything else I've ever done. So it's very complicated. It really is. It's more than just me being lazy. I promise if I ever miss a podcast for more than 4 days in a row, do understand it's either because I'm having issues recording a podcast, I got no content, or I'm just super fucking busy and it sucks. It's very rarely that I'm actually ever lazy and don't want to do it. I think about doing it every day. I wish I could do it every day. But, I mean, shit, this podcast that I'm posting now was originally supposed to be with Jonah, but I'm having fucking, mic issues. So, yeah. It fucking sucks. There's more behind the scenes than people think it is. Like, oh, you talk all this shit. It's like, yeah, if you had to know what I had to go through, like, I still have my first podcast recording. It's on Podbean. I started on Podbean. I didn't start on YouTube. That's why my fucking Dr. Boobies, the fucking, I think it was like episode, 6? 10? Like, people are like, oh, where's the other episodes and why did you start on such a weird number? It's because they're on other platforms. It's just on other platforms. Those platforms are so fucking rigged that I could not get my content out there, even if I wanted to. And Podbean's also like, to continue your trial, you need to fucking, like, shut the fuck up. I'm not paying when I could just upload on YouTube and, I gotta come back to something before I actually get off this podcast. But anyway, I'm not gonna fucking pay for something that I'm not making money off of. Now, if I was making money off this podcast, sure, I'd fork over to $6 or $7 a month, but I'm not. You know, so I uploaded what I could on that website, and I just left it, and I said, hey, I'm moving over to YouTube. Same thing, same name. Go see me there. Some people followed, some people didn't. I really don't give a fuck. It's up to you, but, yeah. So I guess, like, what I'm saying is I love doing this kind of shit. I wish I could do it every fucking day as a living, kind of like Joe Rogan. That'd be awesome. But same time, it's like just seeing where I've progressed and where I'm coming to. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop here. I want to be 100 episodes in, know how to edit, know how to do all this good shit. So, yeah, I'm sorry if fucking podcasts aren't being pushed out as much recently. Just know it's because I don't want to waste an hour of your time. And, like, I'm going to stop this podcast early because I don't have any more content on me currently. So, it's I at work somewhere. I hope to God my boss doesn't find it because I have, like, a whole fucking, like, skit about how, like, Hitler shakes the guy's hand who found fucking Anne Frank behind the bookshelf, and they've been playing Where's Waldo with her for the past year and a half. It's a whole skit I have going on that I'm going to work on, but I probably have a continuation of that fucking shitty work story. I don't know. I thought of a few ideas today at work. I'm going to try writing them into a story and see what it is. It's not going to be more than 5 minutes like the other one is. It's literally just going to continue to be weird fucking shit like that. So I look forward to that. But before I go, I want to point out that when it comes to my head soap, I like to use Head & Shoulders. It's the best fucking soap I've ever used on my head. It doesn't make my scalp dry. Of course, it's meant to, like, get rid of dandruff and shit. It's the best fucking soap out there. People hate on Head & Shoulders, but I fucking love it. Okay? Axe body soap. The best soap I've ever fucking used for my body consistently since I was a child, since I got off that fucking weird coconut shampoo bullshit, right? I say that because when I use Old Spice shampoo, or fucking Dove, or Old Man Jack, or that one's pretty good though. It's like more of like an oily base though. And Dove, Old Spice, what's another one? What's another body soap? You get the idea. Well, I use other body soaps besides Axe. They dry my skin out and shit. But Axe is good. It's consistently good. It's full of shit, but it's consistently good. But you know what's fucked up? I love Axe deodorant, okay? They got good smells. But I don't use Axe deodorant anymore because I love Old Spice. Old Spice, fix your shit, bro. My armpits are literally on fire all the time when I apply your deodorant. I love your deodorant. I love the way it smells. I smell like a fucking man when I wear this shit. But it's literally burning the hairs off my goddamn armpits. It hurts so bad. My left armpit was so raw that I had to, like, stop applying their deodorant. Old Spice, what the fuck, bro? Like, clearly this is not the first time they've had an issue. Old Spice, please. Try a new ingredient, dog. I will test it for you. I'm going to make a reel on this, too. I will test it for you. Just send me a fucking package of, like, whatever ingredient you think is causing these armpits to burn, dude. Please. Unless that's what makes us smell good. Then maybe keep it in there. I will suffer a little bit to smell good. My biggest insecurity is smelling bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to smell bad. I think it's disrespectful as fuck because it's like, yeah, you can stink. I don't give a fuck. But I don't want to smell your stink. You know? Like it's like when you take your socks off for the day and that shit just reeks. That's disrespectful as fuck. Go wash your goddamn feet. Because if you have a dog, they can smell 2 times better than you. I don't know where I'm going with this podcast. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys truly enjoyed whatever the fuck this was. I can't recall what I said. So it's going to be a treat when I listen to it tomorrow. And if you guys are liking what you're hearing, don't forget to like it, subscribe, share with your friends and family. It does mean a lot when I see the numbers go up and people are truly enjoying it. One person recently just told me that she's from Australia and she loves that shit. So I must be doing something right. I mean, obviously I get my hate and my love and I appreciate everything that I get back. But other than that, I guess I'll see you guys next time.